Hi everybody, my name is John from Redot Photo. Today we're looking at the Aputure 20D lights, the LS-Mini20 kit of 3 lights. Here is in a nice kit of 3 lights in a case of roughly 7 kilograms. We'll be doing an unboxing and looking at some of the features of this light. Some stickers on one side. So if you can see a bit closer, it's nicely packed and the lights are strapped in so it doesn't shift too much within the bag itself. The light itself is around 300 grams. It's quite small and a little cute. So we look at the AC powered version first. You have a power cable of this type. This is a UK plug. And you have a power adapter, which is at the end a mini XLR, which will plug into the end of the light. There's also the DC option if you need to bring it mobile. There's a battery adapter over here. The battery used is the Sony MPF type. So now they have the F96 version, F960, sorry. And there is also a D-tap to connect from this to your lights. Obviously, if you have V-mount solutions, you can use those as well. And there are other small little things like clamps for the mount on your light stand if you want to. And battery chargers to charge your batteries. Other things would be, there are some filters for you to mount onto the light itself, which we'll show you in greater detail. Here we have the Aputure LS-Mini20 3-set light kit. The first light is a 20C, which you can change the color temperature from 3200 to 6500. You also can change the intensity of light as well as the spread of light. Here the setup is with the DC power modes, which you can have the battery adapter D-tap out to the mini XLR cable. And over to my right shoulder, your camera left, is a 20D, which is on 7500 kelvins. It's a cool looking light. You can see on my face here, the kicker light is quite cool. You can also apply filters to make it daylight, 5500 kelvins. Or for example, on my left here, your camera right is applied with a 3200 kelvins warm filter. Hence, you can create any setup you want to make your creative looks with any of these 3 lights together with your main lights. Here we have the Aputure LS-Mini20C, which you can change the power over here from 20 to 100, as well as changing the color temperature by pressing this button and turning this knob. It will change from 3200 all the way to about 6500. So let's just rotate it and see the effects. So now we are at 3200. It's very warm, and then we can shift it up to 6500 to make it very cool looking. Intensity wise, it's roughly the same as the 20D, 20% to be 100%, which is quite bright over here. At the back, similarly, there's also a power button as well as the flooding and spot options to change the shape of light to be more diffuse and wider, or to be more spotlight looking. Here we have a closer look at the Aputure LS-Mini20D. On the side here, we have the intensity scale. We can tune from 20% to 100%. So just move up here. We'll turn it to the side so you can see the effect on the background. So this is 20%, and then you can tune it up to 100%, which is very quite bright, and the camera might overexpose at the moment. So back to 20%. At the back, other than the power button, we have the control of the spread of light. So we can go from very spot looking. So this is a tighter spot at this distance, and then we go out to the widest to give a much softer light, and then back to the tightest.